how to sell your crypto and cash out of Coinbase wallet. Now, depending on which crypto asset that you have and which blockchain that it's on, you're going to have a few different options, and so I'll explain them in this video. There's only one method of selling out our crypto and actually cashing out back to fiat currency, and that is using a centralized exchange. There's two options here. There's the cash out feature in Coinbase wallet, which is this icon in the top right. And the other option is just sending it into a centralized exchange and selling it for fiat currency. From there, they send it to your payment method, which is either a card, a bank transfer, or maybe like an electronic transfer into an application that you have like Wise or PayPal or something. So the fees are different. I'll go through them here. Centralized exchanges only really support the major cryptos, stable coins, and large crypto assets. If you're cashing out of your crypto from your wallet, then you probably want to swap it into the gas coin of the blockchain that you're using, because you just want to send one transaction out to the exchange, and you're going to have to pay a gas fee for that anyway. So you may as well send it all at the same time with the layer one coin of the blockchain that you're using, right? So the first thing we need to do is get our cryptos into the coin that we want to send out. So if the exchanges accept the cryptos that you have, you've got some large coins in here, no problem. If they don't, you're going to have to swap them first on a decentralized exchange and get them into the larger crypto assets. You can do that in Coinbase wallet. So I'm going to press swap. From here, choose the blockchain that you have the assets on, right? So if you're on the ETH scaling layers, like Ethereum, Base, Arbitrum, Optimism, they all use ETH for gas. So you can swap it into ETH, and then from there, send the ETH out all in one go and cash out. If you're using Avalanche, the token is AVAX. Solana, the token is SOL. BNB chain, the token is BNB, right? So you have to make sure that you're swapping it into that coin and that the exchange that we're going to use accepts that coin. So I'm going to swap first. So if you're using Coinbase wallet, I'm sure you know how to do this, but I'm going to swap the coin into another asset, right? So you can choose the layer one coin of the blockchain that you're using and make sure that you have that there. Now, this is also quite expensive. You're going to have to pay a trading fee, and you're going to have to pay gas to swap in Coinbase wallet as well. That just is what it is. If you want a cheaper swap, you might want to use an exchange aggregator like 1inch. I've got a video on that below. You can swap your crypto assets for the main layer one coin of the crypto that you actually want to send out. So get the asset into a large coin first that we can actually use to send out to a centralized exchange. Now I'll show you the cash out button within Coinbase wallet. This is pretty easy, but the fees are very high, much higher than the other option, which I'll show you later in this video. Press cash out. What we're going to be going to is Alchemy Pay. So this is not Coinbase wallet. Alchemy Pay is essentially a centralized exchange. It's a fiat currency on and off ramp. So what you're going to be doing is sending an asset into their centralized exchange. They're going to sell it for fiat currency and then send it out to your payment method. In order to do this, you have to set up an account with Alchemy Pay. So you need to log in with an email address. You're going to have to do KYC most probably as well, and also put your details on there in terms of card and payment details. In any case, if we look at the asset that we're selling here, so I'll click USDC, you can see the assets that are supported. So on the Ethereum chain, you have these assets, you have Bitcoin supported. And then if we scroll down, we've got a bunch of the other networks that are supported on the Coinbase wallet, right? So we have USD coin on Base, USD coin on some other networks here, Solana, and you can see them down here, right? So as long as the asset and the chain are supported, you can use that to send that cryptocurrency into Alchemy Pay right here. So you can go ahead and choose an amount that you want to sell. What you're going to have to do is send that into Alchemy Pay. So that will go through with a send transaction from your Coinbase wallet. And essentially what you're doing here is just sending it into a centralized exchange. Press sell USD and it will take us through. From here, it's going to ask you, hey, you haven't got an account yet, so you need to sign up for an account. So if you want to go ahead and do that, you can do. Alchemy Pay are now asking me to sign up for an account to actually sell this crypto, as you can see here. So like I said, exactly the same as signing up for a centralized exchange. The only difference is that the exchange rate and the fees are very high for this type of thing. You're usually going to be paying around anywhere from 2 to 5% in fees to actually get money out. If you're using card payments, much higher fees on the higher end of that. If you're selling out to a bank transfer, the fees might be a little bit lower, but it's not just the fees that you're paying, it's the exchange rate as well that may be very, very poor in terms of the exchange rate between the assets that you're trading. So just be sure of that. You can see the logos down here, Visa, MasterCard, Apple and Google Pay, and then bank transfer. That support's going to be different in different regions. This is the most expensive way to do it through these on and off ramps. and it's like signing up for a centralized exchange anyway. The other way to cash out of your assets is to use one of the top centralized exchanges. They usually trade around anywhere from 10 basis points to maybe 50 basis points in trading fees. And then they have a lot more options like bank transfers. Coinbase even have PayPal transfers in some countries as well, which is all going to be cheaper than using a card payment in and out. So what we're going to do is actually send our crypto over to a centralized exchange. So I'm going to go over to my crypto assets. I'm going to choose Ethereum. Now I've got Ethereum on the base network. So I'm going to make sure that Coinbase actually accept that. They do, obviously, because it's their network. I'm going to press send down in the bottom left. And it says, where do you want to send it? So I'm going to go over to my Coinbase trading account. From here, I can choose the Ethereum asset. So I'm going to click that, press receive, and then it's going to give me my deposit address. Now, my deposit address has to be base because I'm sending from Coinbase wallet. My Ethereum is on the base network. So I have to make sure that the centralized exchange actually accepts that asset on the network. So I'm going to click the network here, Ethereum on the right-hand side. You can see that base is supported, obviously. I'm going to press understand and it gives me my deposit address. So I'm going to copy my deposit address. Now back in my Coinbase wallet, I can make sure that I'm sending it to the right place. So I've got Ethereum on the base network and I know that Coinbase accepts the asset and the blockchain. So I'm going to press next and it says, give me the deposit address we can send to. So I'm going to paste that in. Now from here, I can confirm the transaction. So what I'm doing is sending Ethereum on the base network and I'm sending it to my exchange account address on the base network. This is the wallet, this is the fee, and you can send that asset over. Like I said, it's better to have Ethereum because you pay the gas fee and send all of the assets out at the same time. So you can clear your wallet and not have any gas left in it. And then you can go to the exchange and actually cash out. If you need more in-depth guides on how to actually get set up on the major centralized exchanges, how to get an account, how to trade on them, and how to get money in and out, I'll leave all of those videos down in the description for you. They go step by step through the process. I'll also leave links to the exchanges I use. They can give deposit and trading bonuses depending on which country that you live in. You can check all the details below. But from here, I have a balance now in my centralized exchange account, whether it be Coinbase or any of the other major exchanges. Now from here, I'm going to go trade, sell, and I've got a balance of Bitcoin. It could be anything. As long as the exchange accepts it, we can actually cash out. So I'll show you Bitcoin here, but it could be ETH, it could be USDC or anything else. Sell. I'm going to sell the max amount right here, sell all, and it gives me an exchange rate. So as you can see, I'm selling Bitcoin and that will be going to my GBP wallet. Now, if you have GBP or USD or anything else, right? So you have the fiat currency now in your centralized exchange account. Once you've sold out to the fiat currency that you want, you can now withdraw that into your payment method. Centralized exchanges will have a bank transfer method, a card transfer method, and on Coinbase, they actually support PayPal as well. Now, bank transfers can also be to an application that you have like Revolut or Wise, right? Because you have banking details in those. So from the trade screen, I'm going to click more and then withdraw cash. So same for all exchanges. You have a fiat currency balance there and it's going to give you the options. So on my wallet right here, it says how much do I want to withdraw and I can go ahead and withdraw that. Now the payment method here, bank, card, or on Coinbase, you can use PayPal as well. And that actually gets that fiat currency into either your bank or your other payment method.